Here on the Wrestling Gurus, we don't just cover WWE and AEW and all the big wrestling promotions. We cover all wrestling promotions. We are going to have a talk about Reaper Wrestling. Hey, how's it going, all Wrestling Guru viewers? Mitch here, and today I am giving you guys my video and my late review of Reaper's Wrestling first show, Original Sin. Now, what I really love about Reaper Wrestling, and a lot of people will say, what is Reaper Wrestling? What is it about? We've never heard of Reaper Wrestling, and I was the exact same way. February, I'm scrolling through my phone, and all of a sudden, Reaper Wrestling is coming, and its first show is in Moose Jaw. Now, Moose Jaw is my hometown. And if you didn't know, or you past Wrestling Guru viewers knew, living in Moose Jaw, I was also an independent wrestler, and I wrestled for Gold Dragon Wrestling. And I was able to have many great experiences being a wrestler. I am now out of that neck of the woods, but I had my experience and I learned a lot, and I was able to make great connections throughout the way. And I was also able in that time frame to wrestle Frankie Kazarian in 2014. And you look at that now, and it's like 11 years ago that that match ended up happening. But the biggest thing that I can say about Reaper Wrestling is that them coming out of the blue and coming out with a show, I was very hesitant, going, I don't know what to expect here. And they shocked me. I did not go to the first show, but they ended up posting their whole show on their YouTube page, which I have linked down below where you guys can actually watch it. And I highly recommend to anybody that loves professional wrestling, you need to watch this card. You need to watch their show because it was stacked and it was well done. I will start off by saying that this was probably the best independent event that has been done, produced, recorded in Saskatchewan. I may get some heat for that, but I was shocked with the production value. I was shocked with the venue. I was shocked by the card that they had. And I just want to touch on this very, very quickly before I get into this match card. A lot of people in the wrestling business, or even in just surrounding Saskatchewan, I got heat a number of years ago when I did the original Wrestling Gurus. And I talked about promotions working with one another. And why can't we have High Impact, which is now debunked now and is with CWE? Why can't they work with Ringside? And why can't Ringside work with Gold Dragon Wrestling, which is debunked now? Why can't other independent wrestling promotions that are in the same area work with one another to create a great card instead of saying, don't poach my guys, these are my guys? I don't get that. What I do get in wrestling is that there is loyalty, but also it's stupidity to shut people out. And I think what's best for wrestling is having everyone work together to make a common and great product. And Reaper Wrestling is on the right track. Their first match that they ended up doing for Original Sin was Michael Allen Richard Clark against the Dynamite Kid Tommy Billington. And I will go on to say that this was the match of the night. People that watch this match might say, I disagree, I have my other favorites. But the reason this was the match of the night, personally, I'm a huge fan of the chain wrestling. I'm a huge fan of the tight wrestling that Tommy Billington does, similar to the Benoits, the Guerreros, the Dynamite Kids, which he is the nephew of the Dynamite Kid. When you look at how everything was set up in this match, it was snug. It was quick. The quick snap suplexes, the quick snap power bombs, the pile driver that was added in there, the lion salt. Like, it had the drama, it had the quick action, it had the technique that needed to sell Reaper Wrestling. That match alone, and Michael Allen Richard Clark is a pro at what he does. He is a phenomenal wrestler, and I highly recommend to any of you that are in the States, any of you that are all over the world, to check him out. He is a great wrestler. He has had many matches, even just untelevised matches. And I think that's the cool thing here. He has something, and come on, WWE. Come on, AEW, sign this guy. Honestly, sign this guy. And the same thing with Tommy Billington. We know that he is currently signed to AEW, which is even cooler to see that Tommy Billington made the trip to Moose Jaw, out of all places, to do opening match for Reaper Wrestling on their broadcast. I thought that was super cool. The next match, we have good Thelonious versus Sydney Steele. Great match. Again, sold a gimmick. In that match, I did not know who Good Thelonious is, but I thought that he just delivered with the gimmick, with his finish, everything. Sydney Steele has always been a solid worker. He has always had a very good approach, and he's dedicated to the business. Again, Sydney Steele, all good to you. You did a phenomenal job in that match, and it was great to watch you again wrestle. I haven't watched him wrestle in, I would say, 12 years, and he just always changes the look, changes the style, and I was very impressed. Very good second match there for Reaper Wrestling. The next match was Jesse Bieber versus Cody Deaner, which I think, honestly, Cody Deaner was super over with the crowd. You get this vibe with Reaper Wrestling, like it's almost like when you walk in, it's like an ECW. It's like their venue that they're using is dedicated to what they're selling, so it's themed. And the last time I remember seeing a themed arena that felt authentic was ECW. So I was very, very impressed with how they were able to do the production value there. I was very happy with how they were able to deliver with Original Sin. I was truly happy with that. And Cody Deaner and Jesse Bieber, I keep on wanting to say Justin Bieber. Maybe it's intentional for that reason. I thought they delivered a great match. It was quick action, hard hitting. Enjoyed that match. Jody Threat versus Riley Rose. I thought for a women's match here in Saskatchewan was a very well done match. They were hard hitting. They kept the story. Of course, when you look at all these matches, were there stumbles along the way? Absolutely. Does it look like a stiff ring to bump in? Yes. And are they working out the details on how to move around the camera, how to do all of that stuff, and still put on a perfect match? Was the match perfect? No. But it was easy to follow, and it was a different feel compared to matches you would see all over here in Saskatchewan or even in Canada. This was well put together. So I'm very happy with it. The next match was Ace Austin, former member of the Bullet Club, versus Ariel Dominguez. And they just killed it. They, from doing their power bombs, hurricanranas right into the post or the pillar that was there, for them doing that catch for their hurricanrana outside, and doing that hurricanrana into the pillar, I thought was a very well done match. It was false finishes. It was quick, snappy moves. It was high impact moves off the top rope. They did such a great job in this match, and they went a good length for this match. I'm very happy with that. And Ace Austin, knowing that him, Cody Deaner, are in TNA, big thing. right there. You have current TNA wrestlers that are coming down to Reaper Wrestling. The next match leading into it is Frankie Kazarian versus Sean Moore. Frankie Kazarian, like I said, I went against him and I had an absolute blast going against Frankie. He's a good guy. He is a hard worker. He's a true professional. And that is the biggest thing that I could say about Frankie. When we did our match, everything was snug, but he did not hurt me. And I thank Frankie for that. And that was a number of years ago that I went against Frankie. Him and Sean Moore is a true pro at this. The fact that he is not signed is kind of shocking to me. The fact that he is not signed to AEW, WWE, the fact that he isn't on weekly television on some degree, even if it's on TNA, is a crime. You need to sign Sean Moore. You need to sign Michael Allen, Richard Clark. You are missing out on two, I would say right now, of the best independent professional wrestlers here in Canada. They are phenomenal. And Sean Moore shows that time in and time out. Frankie Kazarian and him meshed so well together, and they were going basically facing off, and they will be facing off at the next show that they end up doing, which I will be promoting down below, so you can follow them as well. Their match card is being released right now for Reaper Wrestling, and they're going to be going into a lumberjack match, which I think is a super, super good way to bring Frankie back. And you're wondering, how in the heck are they bringing all these guys back? Usually promoters will do one-offs and they'll just assign them for a one-off deal, and then you never see the wrestler again. That's what most promoters do. Well, the one that is running Reaper Wrestling is taking a way smarter approach, signing multi-day deals or appearance deals, so he can form stories and he can do well-developed stories where it's not just a one-off. So Frankie Kazarian coming again to Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan, which is hilarious to think. To see Frankie Kazarian come back is a shocker to me. It's something that's not really heard of. And I think that is really, really good for business to see something along the lines of that. I think it's exciting for Moose Jaw. I think it's exciting for the Moose Jaw wrestling scene. And I will tell you right off the bat that a lot of people that I've talked to, oh, $50 for a ticket. Come on. I'm not spending $50. I didn't have to go to the event. I sat and I watched the event. And I will tell you, I wish I was at the event after watching it. I wish I was there. They sold me. And I will forever, right now, be a backer of Reaper Wrestling and what they decide to do, because I feel the product in itself is going to get good in Moose Jaw. I think in Saskatchewan, this is good for all of Canada. And I see great things with Reaper Wrestling. And if Reaper Wrestling, if you're watching this video, all I can say to you is great job. Keep doing what you're doing. I plan on being at your next show. And I want to promote your product, because for something that has come out of Moose Jaw, this is worth promoting. And you guys did a very, very good job on your first show. And it made me a proud wrestling fan. So I will forever promote you guys. As long as you give the great wrestling that you have shown us, I'm all in. Match of the night was definitely Michael Allen, Richard Clark against Dynamite Kid Tommy Billington. Did a great job. I've linked their show down below, so I highly recommend that you click that link and watch their video. Subscribe to Reaper Wrestling and follow them. I see big things coming for Reaper Wrestling. Thank you so much for watching this video. Like this video, subscribe, and follow us on TikTok. I'm signing out. Peace out.